Listen, if you can't be in the air conditioning today, you certainly want to be in the shade at least. And gosh, there's only one person I can think of who can tell me the best shade tree there is. And she is with us this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the one and only Ginny Rosenkranz. It is so good to have you with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. And I brought a lot of silly friends.
You did.
Shady friends.
You did. So tell me what we got going on here. Now, this. What is this?
Okay, there's different types of trees that'll give you different types of shade.
Right.
And that's why I brought a forest for you. So you're holding on to a native sugar maple. Okay. And gives wonderful shade. It takes about 10 years for the tree to get established first, which is kind of frustrating. But once it's established, buddy, that takes off. And it grows about 40 to 50 feet high and about 40, 50 feet wide. It can get taller depending on how much water you have. But I love it because in the springtime, the foliage is sort of a yellow, then it gets this gorgeous deep, deep green. And these leaves are larger than a native red maple, which is kind of fun. And then in the fall, it turns, all these shades of yellow, burnt orange, and bright red. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I was going to say big leaves,
yes.
So this is a good shade tree, right?
This is a really good shade tree. And the other thing that's neat about maples, if you look at it, when you had it in front of you, people couldn't see who you were. The leaves actually move around so that they're completely blocking the sun, because all they're doing is they're trying to grab as much sunshine as they can. It's not to block you, it's to get all that sunshine, which is really cool. Now here is the American maple, and you see the leaves are teeny tiny compared to that one. But they still have that pretty green. It's more of a medium green, but this one turns brilliant red in the fall, which is really cool. But again, just like yours, this one, it moves all the leaves so it can catch all the sunshine. So these are really good trees for shade, and there's always a but. This one and that one, the roots are very close to the surface, so if you have it too close to the house, it could hurt your foundation. So always keep this about 40 feet away from your house,
so
at least.
Is there an issue with windstorms and things like that?
Not quite so much as that. It's just the roots are above the ground and make walking differently, and you don't want it to get into your foundation.
Gotcha.
So we can go ahead and leave that back. Okay. Or just push it down?
I'm ready. Go
Timber?
ahead.
Okay.
What have you got? That's
okay, this is really cool.
I don't see much shade coming out of that thing.
This is one of the plants that I would say will give you what they call dappled shade. And it really has very interesting leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a leaf right now. This is the leaf.
Right.
And it's made of a whole bunch of teeny tiny leaflets. And so what's nice about this gives you the dappled shade, like I said, but in the fall, all these little leaflets fall away all by themselves. You don't have to do any raking.
See, that's my kind of tree.
I like it, yes.
That's a good tree right
and
there.
it smells good too, which I think is really cool.
And somebody in the studio even mentioned that.
Yes,
Nice
so that's kind of fun. And there's so many different ones. You always want to buy the ones that don't have any thorns, because the thorny ones are horrible to work with. Yeah, nasty.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to let Timber. Okay, I'm going to grab another one. Whoop, on this side. Okay, so I have two different types of oaks.
Only Ginny Rosenkranz would bring in trees. You are amazing. Okay, so what is this?
Fun. So this is a pin oak, and you can tell pin oaks because when you see the leaf of the oak, it has points at the ends. And this had gotten a little bit of Roundup damage. We lived in a farm, and the farmer across the street had to spray a little 2,4-D, a little Roundup, and so this is probably a little bit more 2,4-D damage, where it's just cupping and all that, but it's not going to hurt the tree. So a lot of times people get really upset. Don't. But this one, the shade is not as dense, which is kind of nice. But this is a strong, sturdy tree, and it really, really gives an awful lot of shade. Again, it gets 40 to 50 feet wide, so you want to make sure you plant it away. But you should always plant your shade trees on the west or the south side. Southwest is best because that's going to give you the shade during the hottest part of summer.
Okay, I'm out of time, but you got to tell me one more.
Okay, so this one right here is a willow oak, and I like that because, let me show you the leaves on this one. They're thin, and again, they will blow away, which is real nice. But this one, what's really nice is when you plant it, the branches are always like this, so it makes a wonderful tree to have near a driveway or a patio, because you don't have to limb them up. They're already going, okay, I'm going to give you shade without any problems at all, which is real good.
Only our Ginny Rosenkranz. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon with all the... You were really throwing shade today.
I was.
Yes, you were.